Well, colleges and universities starting earlier than ever, and for many that process is happening right now. So as a parent, it is a big deal too. Maybe your house is going to be really quiet from now on, like too quiet. Let's bring in psychiatrist Jim Raines from Kaiser Permanente. Dr. Raines, always good to have you here for your clever asides.
Well, okay.
For many parents, it could be this is the last kid who's leaving the house. Empty nesting, a huge emotional adjustment. How do we tell whether it's just normal sadness or something parents may need some help with?
So first, let's understand what it is.
Okay.
The idea here is that it is your children are gone, and there is loss and there is grief. And that comes from, loss of their presence, but also loss of a common goal that parents might have. So that grief can be depression, anxiety, and once you see that going on longer than normal, you're telling yourself, this is not normal.
Right.
3, 4, 5, 6 weeks of depression, irritability, something that's just different or outside what normally happens.
So with a child no longer the daily focus, how do couples reconnect and figure out what to talk about other than, have you heard from Junior? Has he called or texted?
Well, I always like to say that having a family is a lot like having another business you're running. So family LLC. And then they're gone, and it's like you've been let go all of a sudden, although they still do consultations. So you're still a consultant for them as they're gone. So what can you do? One of the things I like to tell people is, well, my wife and I, we decided every Wednesday, once the kids were gone, we would go out to dinner on a Wednesday night, on a work night, go downtown, have dinner. So doing some of the things, we did that because that's what we did when we were in college. So finding out a way to put energy back into the relationship.
Okay, so I know Monica and I often feel a little concerning disconnect of not knowing if they're safe and if they're making good decisions. How much space do we give them?
Well, like I said, in the business, you are still a consultant. And so the problem sometimes is not to come off as the kids would say, thirsty. Hey, are you okay? Are you doing this? Are you doing that? While at the same time, as I've said when we first met about Christmas, the ideas of good parenting is being present, not perfect. So letting them know, I'm here for you. What do you need from me? I'm here to help. And they're going to make wrong decisions just like you and I did.
So each child is different, but how often is it okay to call or text them, or just kind of sit back a little bit and let them handle it?
Again, this idea of being present. Hey, I'd love to talk to you. When's a good time to talk to you? And parents sometimes can be pretty good at figuring out if this is too much. Setting up an actual time sometimes is even better. Like on a Sunday afternoon, hey, would that be a good time for us to maybe call coming up? That's going to be our new normal.
Let them be a part of this.
That's exactly right.
All right, Dr. Jim Raines, Kaiser Permanente. Always good to have you. Hurry back, as we like to say. All right, Jim, thank you.
Good seeing you.